welcome back to my channel, The Vegan Home Economist. I'm Heidi. Tonight I am participating in my first collaboration. We are doing a potluck, virtual potluck. Every night in February, a different channel is making a dish. I got invited to do this from Cynthia at Our Big's Adventure. I will put the playlist and all the other people participating in the comments, in the description. That's it. In the description. And if you are interested in checking out those other channels, thank you so much. If you came here from her channel, thank you so much for checking out my channel. So when you get invited to somebody else's house and you're a vegan or a vegetarian, or you have dietary restrictions or food allergies, it can be a little bit of a struggle. But if you're invited to a potluck, you're guaranteed to at least be able to eat one thing there. So tonight the dish that I'm making is something I'm calling taco mac. So it's kind of like a homemade hamburger helper, and let's get to it. So here are the ingredients for this chili cheese taco macaroni casserole that we're going to be bringing to the potluck. These are some gluten-free elbows, non-gluten-free elbows. This is a pre-made cheese sauce made by Daya. It has a very similar flavor to Velveeta cheese, so if you like that flavor. This is a homemade taco sauce. I'm going to show you guys how to make that with this and some soaked peppers, some lime, some cilantro for the top, green onions for the top, onion and pepper to go in it. Oh, the tofu. I forgot the tofu. Let me grab that. So tofu, you can freeze it, has a really great texture afterwards. This one is not frozen. That's the one I wanted to use. Here's the one I wanted to use. This is from a local company, The Bridge, not sponsored by them. This tofu tastes delicious. It is so good, even on its own. And then we had one that was already open that we used for some breakfast sandwiches, so I'll be using the rest of that up too to be good stewards of our food. Okay guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is going to go ahead and make some taco sauce, what I call taco sauce, chili sauce, whatever kind of things you want to call it. These are some peppers that were dehydrated and are now rehydrated in some water. I used them to make the other taco sauce, and I'm going to be adding to that because I don't think what we have is enough. We use that to go on top of some nachos. So I'm going to take this with the liquid, also with a small can of tomato sauce, and blend it up, and that's going to be our sauce. You're going to go ahead and chop up that onion and the bell pepper and throw it into your pan just to get a nice saute on it. A bowl, and you're going to crumble up some tofu into it, and you're just going to crumble it by hand. This tofu has already been pressed and it's good and ready to go. If it had been frozen prior to this, it would have a very different consistency, but for the chorizo substitute, it's fine if it hasn't been frozen. You're just going to go ahead and keep crumbling up all the tofu that you have, all the tofu that you want to make, and then you're going to add in, where did I put my spice blend? Here it is. You're going to add in the spice blend with that. I'll have all the exact ingredients down below, but this is basically the same flavor profile as chorizo. So it has paprika. This is a Latin style chorizo, so it has paprika, but not a lot. It has some cayenne. It has a little salt, it has oregano, Mexican oregano, and then I'm also going to be adding vinegar into here after all of this is combined. And then I'm going to add it to the skillet where the green pepper and onion is already starting to saute, and then I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, and when you're cooking the chorizo, you want your flame to be on a pretty high heat. I have it on a just under 6, which is the highest, so on a medium high flame, because you want it to kind of get some crispy bits on it to mimic chorizo as much as possible. Right, then you're going to boil water for pasta. I have 2 pots going here, one for the gluten-free pasta, one for the gluten-filled pasta. And you'll see over here, let me turn on the light so you can actually see it a little bit better. This is what the chorizo looks like when it's all done. So it's got little crispy bits on it. It's not liquidy at all that liquid's cooked, any liquid that came out of the tofu is cooked off. It's got some peppers and onions in there. Now peppers and onions are not traditionally what I would put in my tofu chorizo, but since this is a taco one and we're doing some certain flavor profiles, I figured throw in some bell pepper and onion. Now if you had a spicy pepper, a jalapeno, or something a little spicier, you could certainly add that. I did have some spicier peppers that we froze from our garden this past summer, but because the taco sauce that I've made has a pretty good spice level, I didn't want it to be too overpowering, especially if you're bringing it to a potluck. You want to make sure that it's going to be palatable for everybody. So then once your macaroni noodles are cooked up, you're going to drain them, add them into the pan with this soy chorizo, mix that together. And you're also going to add in that taco sauce you made. Now, don't add this whole thing in. Add in a little bit, mix it together, check the consistency. If it needs more, you can always add more, but you can't take it out. Now all along, guys, I've been tasting things so I tasted the taco sauce, I tasted the noodles, I tasted the chorizo, so that way I can make sure that they all taste good as individual ingredients. And then I will have my handy dandy assistant here, who's also filming, test this one, because this is the gluten-filled macaroni. Alright, so this is that Daiya cheese sauce. This is actually the sauce that comes in their boxed macaroni and cheese, but you can buy them as individual sauce packets. I got these from Thrive Market. I'll put my link down below for Thrive Market in case you want to check it out. This is the plain one. They also had a zesty one, which would have been great in this, but we're all out of it. So I'm adding in the plain one. And again, it sort of has a similar flavor to Velveeta, so if that's something that you like, you will like this. If it's something that you hate, you may still like it. My husband hates Velveeta and that whole flavor profile, but he likes this cheese sauce. So, and only one kid has complained so far about that.
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Anything? Salt's good? Pepper?
Salt's good. Pepper's good.
Spice good?
Spice is good.
Okay. Do you think it needs any more taco sauce? Like, is it dry at all, or?
No.
No? Okay. So then what you can do, and this is totally optional, but it makes it look really nice if you add some fresh chopped cilantro on top. And I made a quick guacamole, and you can serve this on the side. I wouldn't put it on top because not everyone likes guacamole, and it wouldn't look as good if it's all kind of mixed together. So you would serve that on the side, and that would be the dish that you would see at the potluck.
What's up, vegan fam? Thank you so much for checking out the channel. Go subscribe, like the video, comment down below any suggestions you have, anything you want to see, anything you don't want to see. Click notifications to click the notification bell to get a notification every time we post. And yeah, that's all. See you, vegan fam.